Hello, heroes. My name is Sylarclone, and welcome back to Ace Academy. It's our second day of school. We just finished dropping off our kid's sister Nikki at her school. It's time for us. Let's just jump right on into it. I soon reached the building. We're going to our next class. When this loads up, the one complaint I do have about this so far is that when you load back up in a game, it just immediately jumps back in. It really doesn't hesitate and allow you to just kind of grasp your bearings as to where you are or what's going on. So I soon reached the building. The classroom is about half the size of the lecture hall for my Piloting 101 class. For some reason, this is a comfort to me, probably because it reminds me of the class sizes at CINY. I take a seat near the back of the room just as the professor enters.
Good morning, class. Welcome to Gear Arsenal 201. I'm sure
Hi, Professor.
the same welcome spiel, so I won't even bother with it. Instead,
I like you. We're just, you know what? Forget being welcomed. You know what the deal. We've been doing this. We're back at school. Let's jump right into it.
Question: who can name one of the leading companies in gear weapon manufacturing?
Eludian? Eludian Enterprises is one of them. So is Paragon Weaponry. I think, because there was in an article we were reading earlier last episode, or towards the end of last episode.
Vector Industries.
No.
Sorry, incorrect.
Idiot. Paragon.
Very good.
Sweet, we remember things. Eludian was another one, but I don't think that's the answer he was looking for.
Isn't it Vector?
Not a leader.
Vector deals with thrusting and maneuverability, whereas Paragon deals with weaponry. Hence the name Paragon Weaponry.
Ah, makes sense.
Their recent area of study has shown that
And he goes into detail of Paragon Weaponry's R&D and the future of beam weaponry for the remainder of the class. That sounds kind of cool. Why couldn't we have listened to that lecture? Beam weapons? Sounds pretty cool. Okay, so are we going on with class?
that's all the time we have for today. You'll find this week's readings and assignments on your web link. Have a good day.
Cool. So I take this web link thing that they're talking about as like this little, almost like an Apple Watch, something that's up there. You're able to pull up holograms with it, or it's even like an iPod or an iPad or an iPhone or one of our smartphones where you're easily able to see everything. And it creates projections too. Students scramble to collect their things before hurrying out of the room. I think I'll go back to the hangar. The class has inspired me to have a proper look at my gear. Sweet, we're going to go check out Eagle again. I really liked Eagle. I take the path through the pilot's lounge and follow the tunnels until I reach my gear. You can just say Eagle, that's fine. Oh, really cool. Pulling down the ladder beside my docking station, I climb up to the top, which is about level with the chest section of my robot. So guessing right about here is where we enter, or is it here-ish? I don't know. I unlock the chest cavity. That's a nice little audio sound. With a mechanical roar, it splits open into separating panels, revealing a lowered seat. I easily hop into the seat and breathe in the comforting scent of metal and plastic. It faintly reminds me of new car smell. Okay. Oh, this looks super cool. Like the inside of a Gundam. Once I'm settled, I trigger the closing sequence. As the chest panels return, my seat scoops me further into my gear until I'm nestled in the darkness of the cockpit. Oh, that's so cool. And it's got an initializing screen on there as well. I initiate the boot up sequence. The cockpit glows a faint red, then flickers into life. I can't help but smile at the familiarity of it all. Because it's like being reunited with a friend. Eagle has been our close friend for so long from what we've learned of it. You know, if we've been apart from it as a pilot, you always want to be with your mech. So, of course, you're going to smile when you're reunited with an old friend. Who doesn't smile when they've been reunited with an old friend? Bright glow of the panels illuminate the interior until there isn't a trace of a shadow left. Statistics blink around me in a series of rapid numbers and diagrams. Oh, that's super cool.
Gear initialization sequencing complete.
Thanks, Eagle. Cool, it's got a voice and everything to it as well. The familiar voice of my gear feels like a warm welcome from an old friend. Eagle, please run a comprehensive check.
System in progress.
Because you got to make sure everything's working just fine since we traveled from overseas, from the United States to Japan. Nothing to do now but wait. The lights along my display pulse with changing colors as the check progresses. It flows through warm colors, red, orange, yellow, before illuminating the cockpit with a bright green. Means it's all set and ready to go.
Functions normal.
Cool. That's good to hear.
Unknown docking station detected.
Well, okay. Makes sense. He's recognizing of where he's being plugged in, where he's possibly being charged, I would imagine. Register the current dock as home station.
Completed.
Thank you.
Recommendation. Please update system calibration configuration.
Of course, you got to calibrate a little bit. This is recommended all the time. Whenever we change locations, Eagle will request a recalibration of the system. Even the slightest difference in air pressure can trigger an inaccuracy. Makes sense with something like that. You need to be precise. At least the process is easy. All I have to do is make sure I can correctly follow sequential number order. Wait, that didn't seem like a right sentence here. All I have to do is make sure I correctly follow sequential number order so Eagle can achieve the necessary internal calculations. Okay, so maybe just a slight wording issue here. All I have to do is make sure I correctly follow sequential number orders so Eagle can... Okay. All right, start up the process.
Calibration sequence initiating.
Okay. All I have to do is click through in the correct order. Oh. 3, 4, 5.
Calibration successful.
Oh, that's cool. Perfect. Everything seems to be in order. Shutting down or something? After one last look, I shut down my gear and unlock the chest cavity again. Once I hop out, the panels slide back in place, until I hear the faint click of them locking. As I turn towards the elevator, I spot Shu waving at me. I nimbly make my way down and stand beside him. Just climbing down, just woo, run. Hey, Shu. Don't call me that. Hey, how's it going?
Good. Is this your go-to hangout place? This is the second time I've run into you here.
Well, I kinda am a pilot, Shu, so it would make sense that I would hang out here with my gear. I guess it's starting to be. What are you doing here?
I just thought I'd pay a visit to my gear. It helps when I keep her company for a bit. Keeps her spirits up.
So you're gonna make fun of me for being here spending time with my gear, yet you're doing the same thing? Come on, man. Her? You mean a girl? That's why I only go for male gear. Inanimate objects don't have genders. No. He can... Inanimate objects can have genders. You can make it so. Is there a girl you're keeping captive in your gear? Joe laughs.
If only. Unfortunately, no girl ever goes near my gear.
Ooh, he just burned himself. I like this music, though. Kinda shows that you're being playful and you're being friends and you're poking fun at each other. He sighs wistfully, while I try very hard to keep a straight face. I'm so sorry.
Me too.
Okay, so there, again, just capturing the we're making friends and shows one of our friends.
So, what were you doing here?
Playing football. Just checking to make sure everything's working fine.
And does it?
As far as I can tell. Yeah. Glances curiously at my gear.
How about a simulator match?
A what now? I shrug. It'd be nice to get a feel for how things are done at Ace. Well, makes sense. Better to test out with your teammate. Sure.
We can both use the basic robot program. That way, all accessories and weapons will be the same, and it'll be based on skill alone.
Makes sense. Don't want to give one person the upper hand by having different equipment. You're on. May the best man win. Pardon me, nose itches. Don't know why. He grins and races in the opposite direction. I see him pause by green gear before I get back into my own. Guessing that green gear's his? Power up, Eagle. There we go. Once I'm settled in the cockpit, I switch on the open network configuration. Is that like Wi-Fi? Immediately a request from Shu comes in, and I accept. After we're connected, we boot up our virtual training simulation program. It's got to be like through Wi-Fi or some sort of connection.
Oh, very fancy. I haven't seen an American-style gear up close before.
Okay. I'm assuming, well, obviously, since this is the green one, this is Shu's gear. Probably will match his name, and then this is Eagle. I like the design differences because everyone's been eyeing Eagles, saying that he looks much different. I'm going to assume Eagle's a he. Whereas Show's gear, she looks, more slim. There's not as many angles. It's not as bulky. Whereas Eagle has the sharp corners. The chest plate right here is that big, it's got a triangle that's at the end. We have bigger shoulder pads or shoulder armor that's bigger. Our shin guards and everything just so much sharper angles, while Show's is very rounded. I like that. It just shows the stylistic differences. I experiment with my gear controls and watch in amusement as it makes the same movements within the simulator. Why are you surprised? Simulators are freakishly accurate at emulating the real thing, but it still can't quite replicate the feeling of live matches. Of course not. You can't feel every impact or even the slightest shift in motion within a VTS. I'm thinking virtual training system.
As you can see, both of us are kitted with the same standard equipment. You have your energy shield for blocking, thrusters for movement,
Okay.
a ranged weapon, and a close combat weapon.
Okay. I evaluate my gear and find all the components he mentioned. Any particular reason why we aren't playing from our personal arsenal?
This will level the playing field. We'll have to win by skill alone.
Okay, you did just say that. That makes sense. Trying to see what I'm made of? Well, of course. Show just grins. How can you tell he's grinning? Do we have like a video monitor that's in there?
Remember, you have to use the right tool at the right time. There's
Giggity.
usually more than one right move you can make, but you have to think fast.
Fair enough. Alright, thanks. So the trick is just react accordingly.
You got it.
Makes sense. Fair enough. Once the match starts, I'll have to react to his moves in rapid succession until the battle is over. Whatever the right move is, I'll have to play that out carefully. Accuracy is the key. Okay, how's this gonna work out?
Are you ready?
I guess. Yep. Tyler, you are just a man of so many words.
Let's do this.
Oh, okay, so... That was quick. I thought I hit the wrong button. I saw the red up there in the corner, and I assumed that was Show's health, and... I wasn't sure. I was like, why am I doing things wrong? Once the match is over, I shut down my gear and get back on the ground. Cool, so you use your keyboard with this as well. After a few minutes, Show appears.
Not bad. I knew I made a good choice with you. I've got a sixth sense for these things.
Look at him. He is so smug. He's so happy even though he just lost. That's great. We're going to work well as a team. Hey, thanks. You're not so bad yourself.
Anyway, we'll want to meet up tomorrow before the qualifier to practice. So what's your number?
3624360.
362436.
So I guess I should go and get some stuff done? Go away?
Yeah, me too. Well, I'll see you later then.
Wait, did we just have the one class today? No, did we just have the one class today? That's great. That'd be a great thing. Let's see. Where do we want to go? What do we want to get done? Another match? No, that seems straightforward. I need to study. Well, we could see if we can make some more friends in the pilot's lounge. Yeah, let's go. Let's see what the pilot's lounge has going on. Bye. I head back towards the pilot's lounge. So far, every time I pass through the lounge, it has been full of students. Well, makes sense. It's our lounge. Could you blame them? Look at the scenery. It's freaking great. I'm sure I'll either meet someone cool or something interesting to do there. Or find something interesting to do there, sorry. When I enter the lounge, I'm surprised to see a crowd surrounding the bar. I can't make out anything intelligible from the jumble of words and voices, but it must be something big based on the sheer level of excitement in the room. Bet it's a hot chick. Are they giving out free food? Well, let's see what's going on. I wander closer to the edge of the crowd and approach a pilot who's standing on her own. Hey! She responds without really seeing me.
Hello.
Okay. I jerk my head towards the crowd. What are all these people so excited about?
Akira's here.
Akira's? Who? Who? She turned towards me, and the frown on her face lessens when she notices my blonde hair.
Ah, you must be the new transfer student.
Word travels quick. Yeah. Sorry, have we met?
Akira is.
So are you going to introduce yourself? Oh, well, it seems like he's kind of a big deal.
That's an understatement. He's the top pilot here at Ace.
Not for long. Really?
Yeah, I heard that in his first year here, he was already placed in his team's starting lineup.
Okay. As a first year? That's impressive.
Real, right? Now he's a third year and finally the team lead.
Oh, that's really cool. I crane my neck trying to spot him. Think I can catch a flash of white hair, but it's hard to tell with all the people, so it's like, See, for me, this wouldn't be a problem. I'm tall, I'd stand out like nobody's business over there, so I'd be able to find someone no problem. That's pretty impressive.
That's not even the half of it. Akira's one of the nicest guys around. He says hello to everyone he meets and actually tries to learn the names of his classmates. When he compliments you, he means it. Even though these gear matches can get very competitive, Akira treats all his opponents with respect.
He sounds like a cool guy, you know. Sure, he's the best at what he does, but sometimes you see that in a field or in a school where they're just full of themselves and they just think they're so high and mighty. If he's honestly being, this nice of a guy to everybody, that's just great. And that's Pixel Fade. That nice job with that. She sighs.
He's a great friend to have.
Oh, he sounds like he's just friends with everybody. Sounds like you know him pretty well. Her face turns pink.
Oh, no, I've never actually met him.
She's just fangirling, okay. Whoa! As if on cue, a path forms amid the throng of people, and a male pilot with white hair and kind eyes walks through. This must be Akira. He laughs with the groups of girls surrounding him. It's like a freaking vampire. Our eyes meet for a second, his calm smile still intact. Okay. That can't be right. He must have recognized someone behind me and smiled at them. Yeah, it's whoever's back there. Regardless, after the departure of Akira and his group, the lounge feels quieter, even though it's still full of students. Well, it makes sense if everyone's really wanting to be around this celebrity. And it'd be a little busier. It's going to be a little louder when someone's there. But that was a nice image of Akira. Just kind of captures that quality that female student described to him. Just this kind individual who will make it an effort. I'm sure we're going to see more of him very, very soon. Because as a top pilot, he's probably going to play a major role in this. So I'm looking forward to seeing more about him to see if those kind characteristics that have been hinted at that he has are still going to be in here. This is great. Pilots turn back to whatever programs they were watching or order drinks at the bar. There's a bar, I want to go. Others return to the games they were originally playing. I stand awkwardly on my own. I don't see anyone I recognize. Well, it's our second day of school. Of course we don't know anybody. Everyone seems to be intent on their own thing, so I decide to head home. It's getting late anyways. Wait, do we have to pick up Nikki? We dropped her off at school. Hopefully she didn't take the bus home. I head to the parking lot and grab my bike. Then I head home. Did we not have to pick up Nikki? I enter the house and hear laughter coming from the kitchen. Guess not. I drop my bag on the floor and follow the sounds of my family and the delicious smells of dinner. Hey. Sit at the table and watch Nikki and Uncle Kaito move around the kitchen. Hey, Uncle Kaito's back. He's been gone for a little while. Haven't seen him in a day. They're wearing matching aprons. Looking good, Uncle. That apron really suits you. It brings out your eyes.
That's it. I'm done.
I win! Success! He tears off the apron and tosses it aside. I want an image of this. That sounds great.
You said I'd look cool.
You listened to Nikki. That was your problem. Nikki giggles and goes back to the food she's cooking.
You did look cool. Every lady loves a man who can cook.
He looks less than thrilled about all of this. And I love a lady who cooks for me.
Amen.
High five. High five? Fine. Kaito sits beside me. We laugh as Nikki sticks her tongue out at us.
Men.
Oh, shut up. You're like 12. So, what are we having?
Yes.
I'm not playing this game again, kid. Oh god, not this again. Kaito laughs.
Now How's your day, bud?
Thank you for saving me from whatever that was, Kaito. Yes, my day was great. It was alright. Oh, just alright. Come on, man. We got to test out Eagle in a simulation. You should be excited. I'm excited. Are you excited?
Yeah. What kind of shenanigans did you get up to?
Know a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Fuck the police. Nothing major. Had class this morning. Checked out my gear after. One of my teammates showed up and we had a practice simulation.
Sounds fun.
Oh, it really was. I won. It was. I think we'll make a good team.
Who else is on the team?
Joe, myself, and a couple of girls.
Good-looking girls?
Of course, Uncle Kaito. Are there any other? I'm kidding. Totally kidding. That's shallow, but... yeah, I guess. Being honest here. Kaito winks at me, and I just shake my head. Nikki places full plates in front of us, then removes her apron and joins us at the table.
What else did you get up to today?
That was just about it. I hung at the pilot's lounge for a bit.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, it was. There was a cool guy there. Yeah, it was. I learned a lot about this guy named Akira. He's the top-tier pilot in the program.
So he's your rival.
Sure. Rival.
Yeah, these types of stories always need a villainous rival.
Pixel Fade. Oh, Pixel Fade Studios. You've just taken the fourth wall that was established here, whatever remnants there were because we are interacting with it, and you have just shattered it. And I like you for it. This is great. These little puns are fantastic. Let's move on. Well, he's actually a pretty nice guy. Well liked.
Really? Is he cute?
I don't know. He's too old for you anyways. How should I know?
Did the girls think he was cute?
I don't know. I guess so. Nikki beams.
Accomplished, polite, and cute. You could learn a thing from him.
And you can learn a thing by shutting up, you brat. What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
That's what I thought. Go back to your dinner, kid. Delicious. Kaito cleans his plate, then rests his hands on his stomach and lets out a loud belch. Assuming that's who that was. Nikki and I blink at him.
I was simply complimenting the chef.
Okay. I should do the same. I open my mouth to burp, but Nikki squeals in protest.
Please don't. I'd rather not have them.
This is what you get for poking fun at me before dinner. Kaito and I laugh as Nikki clears the table. Then Kaito rests a hand on my shoulder.
Sounds like you've had quite the day, bud.
It was quite the eventful day, you know. I had one class for a couple hours. Then I got to go with my teammate in my gear. I just looked at someone and talked to someone about the someone I looked at who smiled at me, and then I came home. It's a very busy day. 'Tis the life of being a pilot at Ace Academy. It'll get easier once I'm in the swing of things. That wasn't easy. I'd love to have a day like that.
Of course. Want to watch a movie or something before you two head to bed?
What are we watching? I almost say yes, but a long yawn escapes my mouth. Damn. I'm pretty fried. I think I might go review some notes and then get to bed early. I've got qualifiers tomorrow. That's right, we've got our qualifiers.
That's fair. Nikki?
Nikki?
I'll join you when I'm done cleaning.
Good, you're gonna join Uncle Kaito. He needs a movie.
I'll help you.
Good man.
Thanks.
I stand up and Kaito and Nikki both wave.
Good night.
Night, kiddo.
Good night.
Night, Uncle Kaito. Up the stairs we go. It's time for bed. I wave back and head to my room. In my room, I crawl into bed and grab my tablet to review my notes from today's class. I'm only partway through when my eyes grow heavy and I can't read any longer. That's the worst feeling. I remember studying in school and I'd go and sit in my bed and just look over to review my notes for the next day. Just a nice way to end up the end of the day. And you're sitting in there and then your eyes just get real heavy. And then you find yourself dozing off every once in a while while you're studying. It just becomes unproductive and you go, fine, I'll go to bed. I flick off the light and close my eyes. As I drift to sleep, I dream of tomorrow's qualifiers, which we're going to kill. We're gonna do it. We're gonna take down this Akira guy. He is my rival. Nikki was right. Per usual, I'm awoken by the blare of my alarm, but today I don't hesitate to get out of bed. Give me my coffee. Let's get on our bike. Let's go. I have a really busy day ahead of me, and I can't afford to lounge around. I get dressed and head downstairs. As I pass Nikki's room, I notice her door is open and her room is empty. She must be in the kitchen. When I reach the kitchen, no one's there. Uncle Kaido is always gone before I wake up, but usually Nikki's around. There must be something going on at her school today, which is why she left early. I fix myself a quick breakfast and scarf it down. Then I hop on my bike and head to school. I like that little that touch there, making it very relatable to, actually living with people or living with your family. You come down, you're used to such a routine that when something changes and you come home and say you have a couple of roommates and they're normally there having a cup of coffee or something at the table in the morning, or they're on their phone or on their computer or something, and you come down, you're used to seeing them there at a specific time of the day. And when you come down, they're not there. You go, well, geez, where'd Kaido go? And where's Nick? Nick's normally here at this point in time. They both must have had something going on with what they have to do and must have left early. Once I reach campus, I navigate to my class easily. Hey, I'm getting used to this place. Day 3 of classes. As I walk into class, I spot Yuna seated in the front corner of the room. The desk beside her is empty, so I head over. Good man. When I get close, I notice a bag on the chair. Hey, anyone sitting here? She smiles when she notices me and removes her bag. Yes! My feelings were gonna be hurt if she would have said someone was sitting there and it's not us.
No, I was saving it for you.
We're gonna get along just fine, Yuna. My smile matches hers as I plop down beside her. Thanks.
No problem.
Oh, she's blushing. She's blushing. She's into us. Maybe. So, what do you think the professor will be like?
I heard she's pretty good. She's tough but fair.
Best kind of teachers. A hard class, but if you work, they're gonna recognize you. That sounds promising. Before she can respond, the professor enters the room and heads straight for the front desk.
Welcome to History 201. Today we'll be covering...
What are we covering? The lesson lasts a while, but the material's not bad. Oh, okay, just right into it. Cool.
We only have a few minutes before class ends, but your first assignments will be a group project on a case study of your choice.
Cool.
Since it's the first day of class, I'll be assigning your partners.
Okay. She points to 2 pairs of students sitting next to each other. This is promising. Maybe we'll get paired up with Yuna. Finally, she reaches me.
You and you are partners.
Who's the other you? She points to Yuna and I. Yes, we get to spend more time with Yuna. We glance at each other and grin. We know what's happening. Working with her should be fun.
Your project will be due next week. Class dismissed.
Sounds good. A lot of time. The classroom is abuzz with the shuffle of students. I turn towards my partner. So, partner, looking forward to working with you. She beams.
Same here. What do you think our topic should be?
Crap. Pioneering pilots. PP, ha. The evolution of gears. The psychology of xenorobotics. I don't know, it's all the same to me. Okay. Well, all my time of gaming is, again, like I saw this last time we had some options. That green option, probably something we want to go with. What I'm thinking these green options are, because they don't show up for everything, it should have something to do with the characteristic we picked when we started the game. So I believe I picked intuitive. So my character is very aware of what other people are thinking and what might be best based on who they are and the information I know about them. So the psychology of xenorobotics would make sense for being here. I don't think it would show up if we had athletic or intelligent. I'm not entirely sure. But since Yuna is, well, into psychology and that's what she wants to do, she wants to be a psychologist of pilots, this would make sense. What if we focused more on the psychological impact of the development and growth of xenorobotics as a field? Tyler, that is a big word. That's a very mature sentence. Who are you again? Did I say something wrong? Her face lights up, think.
Absolutely. This could also delve into social impact and how how society is adapting to the growth of this field.
Exactly.
Development of new specialties, like studies in pilot health.
Which is what you're doing. It's like we know. That should be right up your alley. That's why we picked it.
What about you? Are you okay with that?
I did suggest it. Sounds interesting to me, too. Be nice to know a little bit more of that psychology as a pilot, because as a pilot ourselves, we should probably know that.
It sounds like we have our topic.
Easy enough. Let's start getting to work. Yeah, I'm feeling good about this.
Me too. We're going to have a great project.
It's because you're involved. By this time, most of the class has already caught up with their partners and left the room. We should probably do the same. There might be another class that needs this room. Anyway, we should probably get going.
Yeah, you're right.
I begin to gather my things when Yuna interrupts me.
Wait, may I have your number?
Yeah, sure. Give my number. Did a girl just ask me for my number? Yes. Moron. Give her the number. Smirk. Don't do that. Why does she want to know? Because we're partners. Just give her your number. 8675309. Moving on. Yuta blinks and furrows her brow.
Aren't you missing some numbers?
Yeah, I'm missing an area code. She gives me a strange look.
If you don't want to give me your number...
No, Yuna, I want to give you my number. Sorry, that was my old American number. Let me give you my new number.
Oh, okay, sure.
Old habits die hard. Good save there. We quickly exchange numbers and gather our things. Just that, not it. My phone vibrates as we leave the classroom. I glance at her, wondering if she already sent me a text, but she doesn't have her phone out. When I pull up my phone, I see an unread message from Sho. Big news, Broseph. God. We are in first phase of qualifier matches. Team is meeting at the hangar. Having my first official team meeting should be interesting. Let's go. Although I feel a couple of flutters in my stomach, I'm more excited than nervous to see everyone. Once we're outside, Yuna turned towards me.
Do you have any more classes today?
No, but I got qualifiers. You should come. Nope, but I'm headed for the hangar. I've got to meet my team before the qualifiers. She nods.
Good luck.
Thanks. We wave and head our separate ways. Alright, we're going to do the qualifier. I know this has been a little bit of a longer episode, but I just lose track of time with all of this, and there's so much going on. We want to just do the qualifiers. That's going to be great. By the time I arrive at the hangar, my team is already waiting by Sho's gear. Kaori, Mayu, why do you not look all too happy? Except for Mayu, she always looks happy. Mayu's the first to notice me and gives me a small wave. Kaori and Sho seem to be arguing about something, but Sho silences her when I arrive. I'm not surprised they're arguing about something. Hey guys. Kaori glances at me and nods.
At least you aren't late.
I just got the text.
Broseph, you made it!
What have I told you? Came as soon as I could. I left as soon as I got your text. Big news, right?
Yeah, we got our assigned time slot.
Fantastic. When is it?
Later. Right now, we need to practice.
That's very detailed there, Kaori. Understood.
All right. Head to your gears and turn on your simulators. Let's see what we're working with.
Sho knows what we're working with. She's ready. She is smiling. She is set. She's fired up. Wait, before we go, how exactly do these matches work?
It's based on how
Good
many
questions.
points you accumulate. We'll be competing against pre-programmed AI gears.
Okay.
Who are like boss level difficult to defeat.
Awesome.
And our score is calculated by how many we beat, along with how well we fought overall.
Okay.
So things like accuracy, how many hits we take, tactics, teamwork, those are all added up.
That makes sense. So, how many points are all of those things worth?
They don't share with us the exact breakdown, but everyone knows that defeating AI gets
So,
you a buttload of points.
welcome to the qualifiers where you do all the work and the points don't matter?
Now hurry up and get in your gear. We really need to practice before it's our turn.
Fine, I'm working on it. She turns on her heel and the rest of us disperse. She is all sorts of feisty. If we weren't fanboying for Yuna. You guys have a favorite girl so far that you've liked so far in this? Because they've brought quite a few of them to our attention. I'm sure they'll bring even more. Let me know in the comments below and why that one is your favorite. Certainly like to know what your opinions are. After reaching my gear, I boot up the simulation. The usual stats float across my screen, but something about them seems off. That's not good. Kaori's voice comes through the comm.
Where are your weapons?
Are they in my other gear? I don't know. Let me see if something's in the settings.
Why didn't you do a comprehensive check on your gear?
I did! It doesn't scan weaponry since it's not part of the mech's core function.
Your combat gear doesn't have weaponry set as a core function during checks.
No, because No. I've never run into this issue before, although she does make a good point. I try every setting combination I can think of, but my weapons still aren't registering.
Try waiting a minute. Sometimes there's a lag while your gear warms up.
Of course. No matter what age this is, what year it is, there's always going to be lag with technology. There shouldn't be lag. We wait anyway. After a few minutes, it's clear my weapons aren't going to show up. I don't know what's going on.
Do you even have weapons?
What kind of a question is that? Of course I do.
Then where are they?
I left them in my other pair of pants. Suddenly, Mayu's soft voice cuts through.
Maybe they're still being processed at customs?
Of course.
I've heard that gear and their accessories are processed separately.
Great. You would think they'd put a rush on that, knowing that I'm going to, the prestigious Academy Ace, and my gear was already sent there. You'd think they'd try to rush them through.
That makes sense.
How long will that take to process?
I don't know.
Great.
Too long. We need those weapons now.
Agreed.
Don't worry, it'll be okay.
We'll figure something out.
No, it won't. How will we fight without weapons?
You'll be surprised. I'll figure something out. Let's just start the match. We're running out of time.
Fine. Everyone ready?
Yep. Everyone's comm relay blinks green in affirmation.
All right. Let's start.
Cool. All right, back to the keyboard. Those are some slick-looking gears. Those things are bulky looking. Here goes. We're doing it. I'm doing the thing. I got a great combo going. Uh-oh, my energy's going down, and I'm not doing anything to it. This is bad. This is just very bad. Well, messed up my combo there at the end. And we're beaten. Great. Well, that was a bust. I was destroyed. In my defense, it was a pretty hopeless matchup since I was unarmed. Couldn't we just go fisticuffs with it? Without a fourth teammate, my team barely manages to win. We all shut off the simulator and climb out of our gear. And Kaori's gonna yell at us. Yeah, I know. I start to head back towards the team, but they get to me first.
We can't play a match like that. We hardly scored any points.
But how do you know that? You just... not gonna argue.
Don't worry, Kaori. I'm sure he'll have his equipment soon.
Yeah, but I need it like 5 minutes ago.
Not soon enough. The match is today.
I understand your frustration. It's not my fault.
Maybe he shouldn't compete. We can tell them we have 4 members, but one of our gears is in no condition to fight.
It's not gonna go well for you guys. You'd still need my help. Mayu looks at her determinedly. Uh-oh.
No, he has to. It's the only way.
Good, Mayu's getting firm. Joe looks apologetically at me.
Look, maybe you should just hang back. Without weapons, the AIs will ruin you.
You're right. Don't need to apologize. I understand. I can still help us gain points.
No, Sho is right. You have to hang back. That will maximize our qualifier points, which is what's important right now.
You're right. Joe stares in shock.
Did you just agree with me?
Don't ruin the moment.
Not now, Sho.
You never agree with me.
Stop ruining the moment.
Idiot! Why do you keep saying that?
Just then, a group of engineers come toward us. Guess it's
What are
time.
your gear still doing here?
I don't know.
Say what?
You dumbass.
They've got to be prepped for the next match.
Let's do it.
That means we're next. Let's go.
Now, I wonder, would we be able to borrow weapons? So say they had some extra weapons, would we be able to borrow it, or does everyone just have one set of weapons? What about our gears?
The engineers will handle it.
But no one touches Eagle. The engineers disperse toward our gears. My team splits up to head to the locker rooms. We quickly change into our combat uniforms. Luckily, I kept my old one from the States. I follow Sho into the pre-combat room, which was a small room connecting the locker room and the arena. Nice. That's a cool uniform. The space feels cramped. Couches line the walls and a round table is in the center. I barely have time to take in the room when Kaori and Mayu walk in dressed in equally skin-tight suits which hug their every curve. And, me likey, no comment. Joe's care package drop zone appears to be flatlined. No. No comment, me likey. So sleek. Don't make a comment. We're not going to make a comment. We're all wearing pretty similar suits. I'm not a fan of how the material clings, but at least it provides ample movement and shock absorption, which I suppose is the point of them. Because every one of those options just seemed, I don't know, pervy almost. The girls head directly to the table and Sho joins them there. As I approach the table, Kaori hits a button on the side which brings up a hologram of the arena battlefield. 4 impressive gear pop up to the right of the field, and 4 smaller gear populate the other side. Must be the other teams. Kaori points to the right.
These are the enemy AI gear we'll be battling.
Okay. She points to the other side.
This is us.
Really?
The AIs are programmed to be a challenge, so it's important that we stick to the plan and work together to take them out.
I got it. Stick to the back line. Mayu speaks up, her expression solemn.
The gears we are facing against are specifically engineered for Ace Academy qualifier matches.
Wow.
They change yearly to make sure they can't be beat using a systematic approach.
Well, that makes sense. You want to change up the programming, but she just got a 180 in her personality from shy and very hesitant to talk to anyone to firm and confident and very knowledgeable about this when it's going to that battle situation. That's great. With a quick flick of her fingers, Mayu zooms into the AI gear holograph. Statistics on the AI's battle armaments and parts pop up besides the gears.
It looks like we have 2 Class A close combat and 2 Class
Wow, she
A
knows her stuff.
long-range
She really
combat.
knows her stuff. Kaori nods, reaching her hand into the holographic field. She shuffles our gears into position on the map.
Knowing all that,
So we're talking
Kaori
strategy.
flips the melee gears to give Mayu some breathing room. She will focus on suppressive fire on their backline. That should give us enough time to finish off the 2 gear and engage for the remaining ones.
So it sounds like you and Sho are melee, and Mayu's just kind of a background, supportive ranged. Mayu and Sho both nod in agreement. Kaori pulls the last gear towards the back edge of the map, then looks pointedly at me. I get it. Sit in the back line.
This is where you will be. Don't get yourself killed.
I'll work on it. I look at her flatly, but I don't dispute her. Don't. She's got a point. The map flashes red and the door to the arena slides open. Sho's face lights up in excitement and he practically leaps towards the door.
That's our cue to get out there.
Let's do it.
Does everyone understand the plan?
Yes. We all nod.
Okay, then let's go.
All right. Taking a deep breath, I follow Sho and the rest of my team to our readied gears. Let's see how this goes. Well, in our gear, we walk into the circular arena. Students, sponsors, professors, and other general spectators fill the stadium, so this is a big deal. A large screen displays our every move for those sitting in the back. A hush falls over the crowd as we get into place. The energy is a bit lower than usual for a live match. Probably because this is technically still an examination. Focus is the key. Across from us, the 4 enemy AIs enter. Same ones like in the training simulator. Everyone, yep, as good as we're gonna be. The comms light up green again. Best YOLO. Gonna go with this long one. I don't want to risk compromising advantages. Just go along with the plan, stick with it. Following Kaori's plan, I hang back away from the action. My teammates get into position. Mayu falls behind Sho and Kaori, who lead the attack. Kaori and Sho weave between the melee mechs and run interference, alternating blasts and defenses as distractions. Mayu darts from cover to cover until she's in position. Then she lines up a sniper shot for the melee AI. For a while, they're able to keep up a rhythm. Until... Oh, that's cool. A sudden high-powered rail beam from Mayu instantly depowers one of the melee AIs.
Nice one, Mayu.
Good shot.
3 more to go.
Mayu, look out! The ranged AI locks onto Mayu. She runs for the only available cover but doesn't make it in time. Just before the blast hits her, Sho intercepts her shot, taking the damage himself. Honorable.
Sorry, I'm down.
Yeah, that was a valiant effort, though. Kaori dashes toward the ranged gear and takes it out with a single powerful swing. So 1 melee, 1 range down. 2 more to go. Her mech looks awesome.
There's a class
Both of them do.
gear inbound from our location.
Got it.
Take it out. As Kaori races towards Umayu, dodges a swing from the enemy mech. Well, they're picking things up.
Howdy, what's your ETA?
This is a big arena.
Almost there.
My radar just pinged. The range gear is Kaori! Damn it. A flurry of beams zaps through Kaori's shields and depowers her gear. The AI mech must have repositioned itself to Kaori's minimally defended arc. I don't think I've ever seen programmed gears do something so strategic. Makes sense, we're at a prestigious academy.
Sorry, I'm down too. I'm not kitted to handle melee engagements.
We need to change that. Alright, with the rest of my team depowered, the remaining AI gear slowly turn to face me. Well, shit. Well, so, about that plan.
Maybe you could try to negotiate with them?
Here's $5.
Stop joking around. We still need to boost our score. Go deal as much damage as you can.
On it. Easier said than done. We're gonna go fisticuffs. I mumble to myself as I ready my fist for the impending combat. Do it. I'm doing it, Ma. Get the camera. Because I'm trying to play reactionary, but I, again, don't want to screw this up. Uh-oh, we're almost done. Last one. Well, our shields are down. This is it. 20 times combo. What did the combo do? This is like our training match all over again. I'm only able to hold out for a short time as most of my core energy is used to dodge 2 gears at once.
Shields offline. Power core at 1%.
Thank you, Eagle. This is not good. The AI melee gear raises its blade. Eagle's not responding. Move! Is this really how it'll end? Move!
Emergency power core protocol sequence initiated.
The what now? In my cockpit, all the lights shine on at once. Statistics and numbers I've never seen before scroll across my displays. Holy shit, that's awesome. A thunderous boom catches my attention as a surge of explosive energy shoves the attacking AI gear 10 feet away. I look out and see a shallow crater around Eagle.
Protocol
No.
sequence complete. Energy output over 9,000.
We've gone Super Saiyan, boys. Ladies and germs, we've gone Super Saiyan. Let's go, heroes. What?
No external weaponry detected. Activating energy fists.
Why isn't this standard? Well, Eagle's arms glow faintly.
Engaging enemy gear.
Do it. Spacebar for finish, sure. Bankai! I didn't spell it right. I did. Alright.
Gear destroyed.
Destroyed. Engaging secondary target.
Secondary target.
Let's do it. Finishing move. Oh, I spelled it wrong. It really is over 9,000. Nice. This is awesome.
Power core can no longer sustain output. Eagle depowering.
Do it. Whew. Just barely managed to pull that off.
Qualifier match complete. Please exit the arena with your gear.
Will do. The crowd is quiet for a moment before erupting in deafening cheers. Yeah, that was a good qualifier. Nice. Everyone's happy except for Kaori. Big surprise. Outside of the arena, Sho claps me on the back, nearly knocking me off balance. Even Mayu offers me a handshake. Kaori trails behind, looking unusually thoughtful.
That was amazing! You totally saved us back there, Broseph.
Yeah. Thanks.
You did okay, but only because we helped you so much.
Very true. I just noticed their outfits match the color of their gears. Mayu's was purple and Kaori's was red. That's a nice touch, and Sho's is green.
Are you kidding? Between the three of us, we took down 2. He took down 2 on his own. You
And the
have to
music
say
is
that's more than okay.
a variation on the opening theme, which is also our alarm ringtone.
At least you followed the plan.
I had to. Of course I did. It's what we agreed upon. You go in, when you have a plan, you follow it. When things don't go accordingly, then you change.
Well, now we know you can follow directions. That's more than I can say for show.
Just making jokes.
Hey!
We still would have scored better if you were properly equipped.
This is true.
I'm
The
not
plan would have
worried
been
about
entirely
that,
different.
Why not?
Because he's got that amazing core thing.
I don't know how to do that, though.
If it's alright for me to ask, how did you do that?
Yeah. What exactly was that max power mode thing anyway? Why didn't you tell
Going
us you
Super
could do that when we
Saiyan,
ran
yelling
simulation?
Bankai, I don't know. I don't know. I would have if I'd known about it.
Is that sarcasm?
Nope. No, I'm just as surprised as you guys. Look at the look on my face. This is confusion. Mayu and Sho blink.
You mean you did that by accident?
Yeah. Basically.
That's some accident.
Best kind ever.
Could you do it again?
Maybe. I really don't know. Maybe. I don't like that thoughtful look on her face. The crackle of the intercom interrupts us.
Thank you to everyone who participated. The first phase of matches have been completed.
Cool. Joe grins.
All right, round 1 complete. Victory party at my place?
Sorry, Sho. I've got
no.
some place to be.
Really? Where?
Not at your place.
None of your business!
You must be doing something embarrassing that's not like her.
It's not like you have any other friends.
Don't say that, you're gonna get your ass kicked.
Yes, I do!
Who?
You just don't know them.
Okay.
Is it because they aren't real?
Don't push that button, Sho. Kaori raises her fist.
I'll show you real.
Yeah, real pain. Joe jumps away.
It was a joke. I'm sorry.
That's what I thought.
Whatever. I need to go before I'm late anyway.
I wonder if she has strict parents and she's living at home and they need her home by a certain time, or if she's been doing something that's probably embarrassing out of character. Maya waves and Kaori disappears around the corner.
So what about you two?
No. Maya smiles but shakes her head.
I wish I could, but Father is visiting tonight.
Okay.
He will be very eager to hear about today's match.
Well, then tell him all about it.
Tell him hi for me.
She nods, says goodbye to the both of us, and leaves.
Party of 2? What do you say?
No. Before I can answer, Sho gets a text.
Hold on.
He quickly reads over the message.
Actually, we might need a rain check on that party.
That was going to happen either way. What's up?
It's just Takashi. He set yet another trash can bonfire.
What?
It's no big deal. They just had to evacuate everyone in the building. Anyway, since I'm temporarily homeless, I'm gonna go hang out in the rec center.
Okay. Alright, I guess I'll let you handle that then. He nods.
Looks like farewells are in order. Good night to you then, Mr. Broseph.
Bye, Sho. Yeah, you too. After saying goodbye, I head towards the parking lot. Well, I'm going to end this episode here. That was a crazy couple of days at school. I don't know how we did that max overpower thing. I want to see that again. Pixel Fade, this has been great so far. And I'm really, really enjoying this. I've said that in my last few playthroughs of it, but I really, truly am. I hope you guys at home are as well. This makes me lose track of time. I get so engulfed into the story that I just want to learn more and more. If you did like the video, hit the like button there at the bottom. Subscribe for more content like that. I'll also put the link for Ace Academy in the description below. If you guys like it, it's on early access of Steam. Feel free to check it out. And remember, heroes, save the cheerleader, save the world. See you guys soon.